In this gigantic ocean of thoughts, there is always one, a singular thought that stays constant. It carries no pity towards the thinker. It resides and eats away the present moment of the thinker. Today, let's talk about that one thought. Paradoxically, when this thought is absent, the thinker misses it dearly. If a new thought approaches to replace it, the thinker finds himself drawn back to search for that one thought again. Thinker and thought are somehow bound by a magical thread. But the thinker never moves towards the closure. For him, thinking is not merely an activity, it is a way of living. And thinking about that particular thought is his purpose for living. Take that thought away, and his thinking becomes hollow. He has nothing left to live for. Your mind, at the center of everything you act upon, has found its sole sustenance in this one thought. Your heart desires it, and your mind plays that single thought on the biggest screen in the brain's multiplex. But what happens when the thought vanishes? When it gets lost in the noise of reality, or nullified by a stream of competing thoughts, or when it achieves fulfillment without your deliberate effort? The mind becomes confused about its purpose. The heart refuses to accept that the mind no longer needs to work on it. The mind resists, trying to prove otherwise. So the heart reaches back into memory, recreating that same feeling that was born from this thought when the thinker had once nurtured it, somewhere in the past. Now the mind counters it with facts and metrics, attempting to prove its case through logic and experience. The eternal conflict between thought and thinker transforms. Now it becomes a cyclic battle between heart and mind. As this battle intensifies, everything in the thinker's life stalls. The question that emerges is inevitable. Why are we so devoted to certain thoughts? Like a potter who shapes clay into decorative and functional objects, the thinker takes his bulk of clay, representing that one thought, and places it on the wheel. The wheel moves because it keeps the clay viscous enough to be shaped. Similarly, the mind of a person wanders like his body, from one liking to another, from one place to another, from one ideology to another. All this movement is where that one thought gets sculpted into form. But here's the subtle trap. Each rotation of the wheel gives the object, or that thought, a different turn, a different cut, a different twist. Each rotation grants us a new way of understanding the thought. The result-oriented mind often perceives the completed clay object as the one singular understanding, the one sole definition, or the final answer for the one thought. But heart refuses to settle. The bulk of clay remains. The wheel turns again. The thought reshapes into a new understanding. It pulls us back into a state of perpetual incompleteness. These artifacts, these shaped thoughts, we believe should bring us closer, but they never do. They rest on the stairway into the abyss on each step. But they look irregular, like a cup without a handle, a key that doesn't fit any lock, a lock with no keyhole, a ceramic bowl with leaks. Though crafted and presented, they are shown to us in such a way that the light betrays the truth. You would be astonished to learn how craft can deceive us. Look at one of the sculptures called Yes or No sculpture by Marcus Reich. The angle of the viewer reveals a completely different object. The same sculpture, different perception. You look from one angle, you can see it as yes. You look from another angle, you can see it as no. Now all these objects or artifacts, they remain like broken memories. unfinished sentences, or non-functional forms. The fragments of these thought outputs, as irregular pieces, form repetitive patterns. In the end, it is a fractal, self-similar like branches that split in ways mirroring the large branches. Such cabinets of unfinished objects form shelves stacked impossibly high, towering in the architecture of your mind. But one fine day, something shifts. A refined, shaped, functional object emerges. A form that finally feels complete. The mind presents it as the ordered piece that makes this stacked Tetris dissolve into stillness. The same wheel, the same clay, how does a perfect shape emerge? Maybe the answer lives in the potter himself, in his intuition that this one thought is nothing but the meaning of life. Find your one thought, enter the loop as its rightful thinker. Know that the dwelling in its depths, the excavation into its layers, is more beautiful than any conclusion you could reach. This note is for everyone who keeps dwelling in the depths of the one thought. Just know that the dwelling itself is the destination. Find your one thought and dwell in it. That's the destination.